And for Indonesia, we often talk about Ahmed and his performance. Well, he's up against Star in this matchup.
Yeah.
He's got a very tough opponent, and he's going to have to prove himself at the world stage. Final match possibly for this team as we head on into Game 1's draft. Indonesia on the blue side, Chinese Taipei on the red.
Yeah, they like banning Teamy on blue side normally. Aurum is also a nice ban. Superman, they like to ban as well. So let's see if Indonesia is going to follow the same. Yep, Teamy is going to come out. They're going to follow. Just make sure you don't ban Chognar on that second phase of the ban there.
Please don't. We think you could use it for a lot more power picks. Ooh. Chinese Taipei. Well, you know what? They're going to have to ban on the red side Superman anyway, so you might as well just get it done, get it out of here early.
And there we go, Lindes. I like that ban because we know Chinese Taipei plays Lindes so well. And Aurum being banned. Aurum, Omen, Superman, and Malik are 100% banned or picked. So we're gonna see potentially the Omen come out. If not, it should be first pick. But Malik could also come out as a ban as well because he's so strong in the side lane.
For Indonesia, what do they want to ban out here? What do they want to leave up onto the table? You've already got rid of the Teamy, maybe signaling to an early Alice pickup. Still the Grok available too, if somebody wanted to pick that one on too, as he's popped his way up through the World Cup so far.
Surprisingly though, with how Grok was played, I mean, some teams just executed him so well.
Ooh,
he's either feast or famine, right? He has a 38% win rate. But Crixie, I just called it. Crixie ban. I love that they ban away Crixie because she's so strong, and we saw how well she does in almost every single team. And now it's a great time to pick Omen here because Zenio is banned. You should definitely take the Omen here if your side laner can play him really well.
But you still got to worry about here, it's Yuzon, because we look at Yuzon, and he has a pretty deep pool when it comes to the heroes. We know one in particular that has been shown just yet.
Yeah.
That says Lubu.
Exactly, and you do not want to give Yuzon Omen. If you do not pick Omen, you give it to Yuzon. That's GG. The game is done. And it's really the side... Yes, there we go. The Omen's being picked up. It's the side lane matchups I'm looking at, and then the mid lane matchup. So Indonesia have done their homework. I'm super excited. Yep, Malik's going to be picked up as we called. And let's see what they're going to pick up. They're going to secure... They're probably secure side lane like Scud or Grak potentially, or Alice. The Malik-Alice combo. The Malice combo, right? Really good if you know how to execute it. So let's see if that Alice does come out.
Well, for Chinese Taipei, going to go ahead pick up the Malik for themselves. Going to have that shock to zone out during the team fights. Go for the dives. We'll have to see what they want to try and follow up here. It was a pretty quick pickup.
There we go, the Malice. I'm 100% so far in this ban draft, guys. Let's see what's going to be next here. I would love to see Scud being picked up. Then you take the Violet. Don't pick a dive composition into that Malik-Alice combo because it's not going to be good if you pick a Cricknack or any type of assassin into that. Definitely pick up that Violet. And go ahead and take Flash or Liliana. They'll be really solid in that pickup here.
It's the Prophet Suijay coming in for our pick and ban phase to start things off in Game 1. For Indonesia, like you mentioned, still plenty of options on the table. Do you want to try and secure yourself one of those mages for Ahmed while you can, so it doesn't get picked away? Because we know he has a killer Liliana.
I don't like that Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is not good into Malik. Malik counters Wonder Woman pretty hard, so you have to swap the lanes if that's the matchup. So let's see if they do that. I think Scud would have been a lot better because Scud has so much burst, and he can protect the Violet, and they're going to give Violet over. That's my worst. That's not what I expected. That's not what I wanted for Indonesia because Violet has that range. She can stay away from Malik and Alice, and if they take Flash and Violet, oof.
Whoa.
That's going to be tough.
Didn't realize that. That Tulin and Flash, they look like it's just Tulin with a mask getting put on there.
Yeah,
it's spooky. I didn't know that, Wins. You're messing with me. Maybe they're the
Ari's going to be picked up here. So they're going to do a very, Yuzon and Ari, he basically just fed. He got the most gold, was the most farm, had the most kills. So that's definitely a hero they need to watch out for. So right now, I think Violet is still good because Violet is going to outrange the Tulin. They definitely need to pick up the Violet here, and they need to pick potentially a Lumber, someone that can protect Violet from that Ari wanting to dive onto her.
Okay.
They might pick a dive comp into Malik-Alice. That's very interesting. And Tulin is really good against anti-dive as well. You dive into Tulin, he's going to do so much damage onto you, so hopefully do not pick the Rourke up here.
Maybe they're just that common. Maybe they're determined enough to go for this composition on the side of Indonesia. We'll have to see, though. Still about 20 seconds if they want to.
Grak, okay.
Grak,
so the counter to Alice, the Grak being picked up.
And
That's
the Rourke.
good. So they got to play around Grak. Grak is going to be the key to this composition and how they're going to win there. They need to get this pull. The Liliana Grak combo we've seen in the bootcamp. It's amazing. You get a Binding Light stun, then a Grak pull, and that person normally is going to die. And then you have Omen, Death and Embrace. So they have a really good combo. At the same time, Chinese Taipei, they have the range. They can definitely poke with the Violet and engage really hard with Irie and Tulin going in. So let's see if they're going to go for the Slims or the Violet. Both are going to work really well. Violet is going to be a little stronger in the late game, and Slims
they're going to go instead
really
for Slims because you want to try and get those picks, try and get your lanes ahead, try and play aggressive. And on top of that, you know, Benny, he's got his Alice too again. Like, there's a lot of players here that have some very comfortable picks for themselves, and if you're Chinese Taipei, I think you're pretty happy with the draft.
Yeah, I know. I like both drafts. What I love about both these teams, they love to fight. Chinese Taipei and Indonesia, they love to fight back and forth, counter, engage. A lot of that's going to happen in the jungle, and both teams have such good CC combos. So I'll be really looking forward to the Grak is going to be a big playmaker here, and the Irie. It's going to come down to how these two heroes play to carry their team to success.
Well, this is do or die for Indonesia. Chinese Taipei are feeling comfortable, but if Indonesia do actually pick up 2 wins here, there is a possibility for them to force a tiebreaker. They'll have to double.
They got to do 2-0.
Yeah, they got to do a 2-0, and that's the difficult part.
That is the very, very difficult part. So let's see if that is going to be possible.
Well, we're going to be loading on in for game 1 here quite shortly. Make sure to leave your thoughts in chat, guys, on who you think is going to be taking this one home. Indonesia looking to be the underdogs as they come out into Group B. You can see him looking at us, looking directly into our eyes. He knows what's going on.
He's that side laner. I mean, again, he has the most gold per minute on the team usually, hitting an average of 720. That's the second, or that's the third highest overall of all the players in the World Cup. And that's with Irie, he's going to be able to get into the jungle and take the farm.
And that's impressive for him because the other 2 players are in the group with South America. So they're able to pick up that much gold and damage per minute. He's going against, you know, some pretty difficult teams. Either way, we're going to go ahead, load on in for game 1 between Indonesia and Chinese Taipei.
They're going to trade jungles here. Yuzan's going to give a vision on his red. I think he's going to leash it. Yep, he's going to... No, he's not going to leash it. He's going to just back off because that's a little risky there, and they're going to trade jungles.
You did see there Wins and Neil just clearing out this side. And the Grak actually came on out to pull that away. Caraway looking to try and run interference. Wife Force, though, that's a lot of damage onto the Wonder Woman early on.
Yeah, that's the power of Tulin early game. Once he turns level 2, no one can contest him. Ahmed's got to be a little careful there because Tulin is going to be able to put a lot more pressure in the mid lane. And look at that. They're going to take this red and back right out.
A little bit of delay. You had Benny and Wins have to come into the jungle to help secure the Mike Golem for the Slims. Neil now heading back up toward his jungle. Meanwhile, Wera up toward the top side on the Rourke, just going to be looking to farm away at this point. Look to then join in onto the fights a little bit later. And this is going to be a very tough lane here for Y-Force against Wins.
Yeah, definitely. You can see what Chinese Taipei doing. Benny is auto-attacking. The support is helping clear, helping Tulin put pressure. And look at this combo, getting the Sunshine onto Hans here.
Yeah, comes on out, gets the stun on down, but unfortunately, not a lot of damage to help follow up. Caraway also making his way up toward the lane. The stun's going to land. Minions are also there to help protect. And the blind hook over underneath the tower is going to bring Benny back into the brush. Underneath Benny, close to falling. The double stun is there. Benny lives for so long, but that's going to be first blood. But Yuzan picks up 2 kills of his own.
Yuzan delayed that with that spin, hitting 2 members, letting Benny live long enough. And then they took some tower shots. Benny used the heal. That was just amazing play to turn that around.
And that is not who you want to give 2 kills over to on the side of Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, look at that. Benny's still dying and still getting those auto attacks off. He's just so efficient. He's always doing something.
And we saw Neil actually coming down toward the bot lane to help pick up the kill onto Y-Force. Caraway gets the hook underneath the tower. So far, so good with the hooks, but unfortunately, the tower's still taking damage. The rest of the team coming on down. Wins taking a lot of damage, but Benny and Star also here for support. That's going to allow Chinese Taipei to back off and get some control around this Abyssal Dragon.
Yeah, and look at that rotation. They're able to rotate and put pressure. Save Neo there, because if they don't do that rotation, Neo would probably been caught out by Rerar. So this is really good so far by Chinese Taipei. When they try to gank the side lane, they're not making a mistake like Indonesia did and give over 2 deaths on top.
So far, it's going to be a 1,300 gold lead for Chinese Taipei. As we hit 3 minutes, still the Abyssal Dragon available for both teams if they decide to go for it. Looks like instead, Star wants to go for a play up. Ooh. Wow, that was a pretty close hook for Caraway.
Yeah, Caraway with that Devil's Chain so close there. Like I said, Grak is going to be the game changer, the playmaker on Indonesia for them to have a chance against China. Nice rotation there. He's taking away the red.
Able to steal away a camp from Chinese Taipei. That's a nice move, but got to keep on the pressure if they want to try and shut down members, because look toward the bot side of the map. The Abyssal Dragon going to be started up here.
Yeah, 4-man rotation onto her, and they rush it immediately. They pull it out, however, Caraway is trying to get a Devil's Chain.
Nope. Goes for it. Neil is going to be able to secure. Hissifit came on down. Wins is just looking to zone back Y-Force as he gets taken down by Star.
Yeah, what a nice shot there. Just cuts off the Wonder Woman. Again, Wonder Woman, once she's in the fight, she doesn't have the best disengage. She doesn't have a lot of escapes, and that's why Wonder Woman is a heavy engage hero, but when she's caught out, she's in big trouble.
Look at this push. The pressure now coming on down. World Devourer going to be used there by Caraway, but it's a little too far away from Wins, and the damage coming on through by Neil, looking to finish him off with the spear. Isn't going to find it, but Wura will go down. Caraway walks back to the tower. That's going to be a double kill for Neil, and the rest of the team wants to dive on forward.
Wow.
Wins gets taken down, but Y-Force will fall as well.
Win did such a good job. He pretends to run away, then he backs up when they all bunch up. He gets a nice 3-man cleave. He gets so much barrier and health as Malik, absorbing all the damage, and gets another cleave to secure the kill underneath Tier 1 tower, and then continues to push and helps Neil basically put so much pressure and get these kills.
You can see the dive coming on back. Caraway went back toward his first tier tower. Neil ends up picking up a triple here.
Yeah, that was huge. He is fed. He is ahead of Yuzon, and normally Yuzon is the one that's ahead. They are staying toe-to-toe with each other when it comes to farm, but look how efficient their farm is. They are constantly just farming, and getting it. Look at the items. Mantle Raw finish, Sonic Boots finish on Ari, 3k gold, 3.6k gold on Slims. He's going to finish his 3rd tier 3 soon. And look at Wonder Woman, only 1 tier 3 item, and Rourke hasn't even finished 1 tier 3 yet.
Oh, no.
That is not looking good for him.
We've seen this before when it comes to the Rourkes. If they're shut down early, they can really do honestly nothing for majority of the game. You can see the damage coming on down. Ahmed forced to roam on over. A 4,000 gold lead for Chinese Taipei. Yuzon wants to help lead the charge. Caraway does not have the hook available. Ahmed is going to go over the wall.
Yeah, Chinese Taipei, their movements are they're so good at anticipating when and how their opponents are going to use their bait. They dodge the Devil's Chain, they dodge the Omen's Death Beckon. They're not even getting pulled by any of this stuff, and they're doing such a good job with their movements as a team.
Oh my lord, Ahmed standing still. Star will happily take the kill. A little bit of a questionable play there coming out from Ahmed. It's going to cost them. Y-Force down toward that bot lane, still being abused by Wins.
Yeah, again, Benny the Sunshine stun along with the follow-up from Slims there. That's so devastating when the Alice and Slims combo. You get CC for a good 2 to 3 seconds.
And 2 to 3 seconds in Arena of Valor. That's a long time. Caraway also eating up one of the spears, because that's going to be the 4th tower of the game, taken down here by Chinese Taipei. Make it the 5th. Ahmed going to get stunned. Hissifit comes on through. Spear's going to be a little bit wide, but Star is able to get a ton of damage down onto the Rourke.
Yeah, look at this pressure they're putting. Slims
still going on
so
forward.
Much tower damage. He's level 11, and they're level 8 and 6. He can literally 3 to 4 shot them so easily, and Chinese Taipei knows that. They're living in the jungle. They're taking jungle, denying it. Yuzon's constantly invading. Omen's level 8. He doesn't stand a chance against Ari here because of the lead that she has.
Well, they're going to hook back one of the jungle creeps, but that's not your priority when Abyssal Dragon's being taken down by your opponents. That's now a 7,000 gold lead, almost 1,000 gold per minute here for Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, Rourke only has a Scorching Wind finish. That doesn't give you any damage. That item gives you lifesteal, a lot of attack speed, but very little attack damage. Look at Slims. He has 3 tier 3 attack items already. Those boots going to give him a lot more attack speed. And look at the item difference. It is too massive right now. So Indonesia, they gotta do plays like this.
All right, Wins gets caught off back, and that's going to force him underneath the tower. And instantly a pause here, but it's coming out from Indonesia. So we'll have to see what's going on exactly here as White Force was able to claim the kill. So going to be pretty happy with that one. They're able to get wins when he's a little over-aggressive, but we'll hopefully sort out our situation quite shortly here between Indonesia and Chinese Taipei. But so far, Chinese Taipei, they're looking pretty strong here, Suijay.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, in the draft, that's why Rourke was such a interesting pick. I would love for them to pick up like the Violet or the Slims instead. Because, you know, when you pick an assassin composition like that with Kraken and Omen, you have to be heavy in execution. If you make a mistake like you did top lane, and then the Ahri gets ahead of the Omen, Omen's advantage is gone. Omen is a guy that wins his top lane, puts extra pressure, forces enemy opponents to send 2 or 3 people to basically deal with him so that your team can then rotate and take Dragon, take bottom, and all that stuff. And because Indonesia wasn't able to execute that, made some mistakes, that kind of cost him in the early game.
Oh, yeah. When you give Yuzon a double kill to start things off, you're not going to be feeling too great about it. That's going to put you pretty far behind. Either way, we're going to go ahead and get back into the game. Hans gets taken on down as Star will claim the kill. 6th tower to fall. Chinese Taipei now look to crack open the base of Indonesia.
Yeah, look at that. The amount of gold, almost 10k gold leads, not even 10 minutes yet. They're going to set up for potentially the Dark Slayer here. If, you know, I guess they want to fight, they want to wait and get some more kills. But Dark Slayer looks like a really good objective right now for Chinese Taipei to go ahead and try to finish this game. Maybe before the 10-minute mark, we'll see.
You see, they're just hiding there, looking to catch out any member that might be looking to go toward the top side of the map. Gonna go ahead, steal away the Sage Golem as well. Neil also coming on over. Caraway's forced to have to back off as he eats up the stun. And now Chinese Taipei looking to go around the corner into the river, it would seem. Gonna head on back, reset, and then possibly look toward this Dark Slayer.
And they waited in the jungle because they knew the jungle was about to spawn. So Chinese Taipei has got their number. They know when the jungle timers are going to sign. Look at Caraway getting caught out.
Gets caught out. He's going to be swept away underneath the rug. As now Chinese Taipei pick up their 10th kill of the game. A nice rotation catches out the Grak. He's down for 20 seconds. That might be the call here. Maybe looking to also catch out the Omen toward the top lane. Benny also going to go for the flank. Hans, he's got to have, unfortunately, some support from his team, but Weirway can't even get close enough. Thunderbird also going to come on down. The damage is there from Winds, and that's 2 members falling for Indonesia.
Benny and his Sunshine placement, he is so good at predicting enemy movement and landing these stuns at the clutch moments. Every time he's landing those Sunshine stuns. This guy is a mechanical god on Alice with how he plays.
Shock gonna come on in. The call's made by Winds. He wants to go for the dive. Caraway uses the ultimate, but he doesn't get anybody, and the health bars are just gonna get shredded down on Indonesia as Chinese Taipei, with one quick swoop, take game 1.
What decisive victory. 15 kills to 3 there, and they gotta be feeling great here. Now they know they are in good shape because Indonesia has lost 2-0 to Vietnam, right? This is their other loss. So
I think that actually completely locks them out here.
It does.
That was do or die this game 1. Indonesia, I don't know if they can actually make it out of the group stage now with this loss.
Yeah, they will not be able to, but I would love for them to get a better draft and just show at least their home region that they can take one game at the World Cup here. One game against Chinese Taipei, a dominant and tier 1 team that we just saw play.
Saw Neil there looking pretty with the 8 KDA. Star with 10 of his own and also the MVP. But for me is Benny. Only 1 kill he was not a part of on the side of Chinese Taipei.
That's crazy. 13 assists. So impressive there. Getting 1 kill himself. And look at the damage. It's pretty spread out. But this time, normally Yuzan and Neo have most of the damage. But it's Winds and Star getting most of that. And Winds have a breakout performance on this Malik here. Able to land so many key cleaves on the enemy team bunched up together.
And it all started with this double kill up in top lane from the over-aggression from the side of Indonesia.
Yeah, such a good job there. And again, that spin, he basically let Benny live long enough and forced Indonesia to make a really bad aggressive play and get that early play.
Now you can see also the dive in bot lane where Neil secured a triple kill. This is where the floodgates really just got the game out of control.
Yeah, and look at the timing of those hissy fits. Just perfect, allowing Neil to just basically knock down Wonder Woman's health and delete her, getting the 3 kills there. It was clutch. And look at that nice pull by Winds by the Grak there. Really good job. Caraway needed to show up more and help and have his team kind of back up the Grak plays, because that was their only chance to get these pulls, but it just wasn't enough.
You gotta give it to him. He did have the nice blind hook to start off the game, but unfortunately, it was a little bit too late on some of the other hooks we saw later on, where he got wins underneath the tower, and then Chinese Taipei, they made the call. They wanted to go for the play. And now we'll see. It looks like Chinese Taipei are actually going to be on our blue side to start things off in game 2.
Yeah, definitely here. And this time, you know, Indonesia normally gets a lot of kills. They only had 3 kills in this match. If you watched yesterday when they played against Vietnam, they had 20 kills one game. So this is a team that they need to really think about more strategically on the rotations, the map movement. Chinese Taipei is just so good at rotating and putting pressure, so they have to play good defense. They cannot die underneath their towers and get caught out, because once they start losing towers, Chinese Taipei then invades that jungle like we saw, the red, denying jungle, and then all of a sudden you're behind like 5,000 to 7,000 gold.
Yeah, for me the question is, do you let Benny have the Alice again? Because he was able to put down so many shields, got the hissy fit down as well. Or do you look at just the draft overall on the side of Indonesia if you want to change things up?
Yeah, I don't like the Rogue. They played Rogue yesterday too. It just didn't work out. I mean, this is something I looked at. I analyzed Indonesia. I really want them to play an ADC, get Scud in there, get like Scud, Zenio, you know, 2 really good heroes that can protect their ADC marksman. And I don't know why they really like this Rogue. At least they kind of upgraded from the Chognar, which is good. They banned Crixie, so I really like how their bans have come to play, but I would love for Indonesia to get a better draft.
You see Star on your screen there. You can see that beautiful KDA 7.5. So adding on to it so far in the tournament, 83 kill percent participation on top of it. This guy's been all over the place.
Yeah, he wants to be and prove to the world on this stage that he is the best mid laner in the world. That's what he said, and he's out on a mission to prove that. And his 2-lane play has been phenomenal so far.
And you pair that with Yuzon. If he's able to get ahead, he could just take over the game. So here we go, picking bans for
Zenio,
game 2. You believe Zenio? We'll have to see.
Yeah, they usually ban Zenio on the blue side. Let's see if that comes out again. Or they maybe ban Teamy, Omen, or like their favorite bans. There we go. See, man, homework helps, Oppo. You know, doing homework and due diligence helps you.
I do my homework. I don't. Maybe, you know, they want to mess you around. Maybe they're like, hey, we'll ban the Zenio at the end of the draft.
They're going
to throw a curveball.
They have to ban Teamy, Arum, and Superman here. But they may start with the Superman, or they may lead off with the Teamy. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Superman's going to be banned. They definitely need to make sure Arum and Teamy are off the map there, and then try to take Alice if Chinese Taipei does not first pick the Alice. So let's see if Chinese Taipei are going to, since Teamy was banned for them, they're going to take away Omen. They're going to take away Omen here. There we go.
Oh, my lord.
Omen being the next ban.
Sweet
I should do their draft for them.
Swear, why aren't you a coach?
I think they're listening to me.
You want to go out on that stage, maybe help out Indonesia with this draft, see what's going on?
So let's see if they're going to take the Arum off the board here. Arum would be a really good ban for Yep. There you go.
Well, Indonesia having themselves a little bit of a giggle. Unfortunately, their knockout stage hopes have been diminished, but they're still having fun here at the World Cup. Want to go out with a bang, perhaps. Maybe we'll see a unique draft come out here. Arum, though, going to be the ban to start second off.
Yeah, maybe they're laughing because they're like, this draft is working out just as we expect, and I love seeing it have fun. And there's a Teamy being taken off there. And now, I think for Indonesia, they should probably take away either Lindis or Alice, but I think Lindis might be a better ban here, and that will allow them to take the Alice, but they'll probably go with Malik. I think Malik or Lindis will probably be the 2 bans they're going to try to go for here. So let's see, they're laughing, they're smiling, they're thinking, they're talking to her. That's good. If you lose and you're talking to each other, the communication is good, players are listening to each other, they got to work as a team, because I know they can take a game off Chinese Taipei.
Chinese Taipei still waiting here for Indonesia to lock away their 3rd ban of Game 2. Final one coming on up here for Chinese Taipei, though. All right, so the Ari going to be locked away by Indonesia.
Ari, wow. They're target banning the Yuzon there, and then because Malik wasn't banned, hey, Chinese Taipei is like, I'm going to take the Malik. So Indonesia definitely needs to take the Alice here. Maybe even Alice and Slims, but I think Alice is going to be a really, really solid pick for them. And do not give Chinese Taipei that Malik-Alice combo again.
There is the possibility, instead, looking at this Lindis like you mentioned, there is also the possibility of the Crixie.
Oh, Scud,
out.
yes.
And Scud
I like Scud.
possibly too, so
I
that's
like
going to get
that.
locked in.
And you know why? I like that, because with Scud being picked up, Linus being picked up, that's a super strong side laner, super strong jungler. If they pick Alice, you get Grak. So if Chinese Taipei pick Malik Alice, you can just pick Grak into that. So I really like the draft so far that Indonesia has set up for themselves. And maybe that's why they're smiling. They're like, you know, we got this.
Come on, guys.
I like the marksman.
Unless Chinese Taipei, they were hovering that Grak there for a sec. They're like, we could just take them if you want to try this
they're going to take the Grak, because they're like, if you want to play Alice, you know what? We got Grak. So with Grak being picked up, Thane is really solid to both. He's actually good into Crixie too. This guy is a monster when he charges in there, but no one's been playing Thane recently, unfortunately.
No, we haven't.
So hopefully they do not pick Alice here. Do not pick Alice into this competition.
They're thinking about it, maybe.
But Flash will be good. Flash will be really, really good.
I would like to see Ahmed on a Flash, actually.
Yeah, I would love.
Cool.
But they might go for Tulin, because he really likes playing Tulin. He had a really high KDA playing lots of Tulin. So Ahmed might go for a Tulin pick here. But let's see if they're going to pick the Flash and go ahead and have a good... Oh, yep. Alice.
It's going to get locked. Okay.
Alice Chog. Okay. Okay, so I do like Chog, even though he has a low win rate. Alice and Chognar are really good together, because when Alice uses his fit, Chognar does much more damage. He can start stacking his second ability onto them. So let's see how they're going to execute this.
Look at this from Chinese Taipei. Looking at the Slims and possibly the Kilgroth for Yuzon over in that side lane, perhaps. I doubt that's going to get locked in. The Max also a possibility to see what Chinese Taipei want to lock away.
Yeah, they can do a Rogue side lane, honestly. They can do Rogue side lane. They can do Tulin side lane. It would work as well, because you have Alice. You know, you can go double Mage with Chognar, or double Magic. Or you can even go with Lubu side lane. But I think another potential option, they could go with Arduin if they really want to. Arduin may be a good side laner as well. So let's see what Indonesia is going to respond, because Kilgroth is extremely aggressive. Kilgroth is like the second tier after Omen. He's just so good at split pushing. So let's see if they're going to go for Lubu here, or they're going to go for Arjun, Tara. They have a few good picks.
Well, Slims and Kilgroth are locked in by Chinese Taipei to finish off their draft. Indonesia, we want to see what they want to try to counter back here, possibly looking at their last game of the World Cup. Maybe want to try and get one more, get that pride there, try and take down Chinese Taipei overall in a series, even though they dropped the first game. Still pressure there. Chinese Taipei, they're smiling too.
They're thinking
they're
here.
Feeling.
They're
thinking, he's even giving, he's hiding, you can't even see
Yuzhan's like, peace out, Indonesia.
You're about to leave
and
the stage.
Neo is picking his nose.
We're gonna, we won't mention that.
Oh, Flash, yes.
Cool, all right.
There we go. Awesome, so it'll be a Chognar side lane, Flash. So that's a really good combo. Alice Hissy Fit, Chognar and Flash going in there, doing that extra magic damage with the magic defenses being decreased by that ultimate. So hopefully, I would love to see Indonesia pull this combo off.
We are going, though, against Benny on the Grak, and if he's able to, of course, reel in Caraway. That might be a bit dangerous. We've seen Benny make the plays. We saw it in the last game on the Alice. Close to 100% kill participation. Also Star now with such a powerful mage.
Yeah,
this Crixie that's come out.
I'm scared. I mean, Crixie is good into Flash, because Flash can't dodge her Moonfall ultimate. If he's within range, he's going to get hit by it, right? So, except when he's Cyclone. So that's, I mean, so far from what I've seen, Crixie into Flash, Crixie actually, once she gets to three items, she actually outbursts the Flash. So I have a really interesting feel here that Star is going to basically put a lot of pressure onto Ahmed.
Oh, I want to see that pressure either way. We're going to go ahead, load on in for Game 2 between Chinese Taipei and Indonesia. Indonesia wanting to force a Game 3 so they can play one more game on this stage before they head home from the World Cup. Chinese Taipei, though, they want to secure. They want to show why they're such a dominant.
One thing I forgot to mention: Benny on Grak. We saw how good he is.
I mentioned it briefly. It's Benny.
With Teamy, with Alice, any support he's on, that skill shots, this guy is just a god. Just watch how he's gonna throw that Devil's Chains out, anticipate enemy movement, and get that pull. Because Benny, this guy, he's just a monster in terms of sheer mechanical raw talent.
Well, let's go Indonesia. The hook's going to land onto Ahmed, and that's a way to start things off. Hans going to go through the rest of the team. Chinese Taipei walking a little bit away with some low health bars. That was straight down mid lane into each other.
Okay, I don't know why Indonesia back up. It's 5 versus 4. Indonesia, go in there. You can take this. They backed off. They had 5 versus 4 against Taipei. They could have invaded. Taipei was 3 members were so low, they could have just taken the jungle and invaded, and Taipei could not do anything. Taipei probably would have traded instead. So interesting by Indonesia there.
Oh, you even have Yuzon coming on over for the invade, going to steal away the Might Golem. Hans wants to try and take that back himself, but it's going to be forced to back off. So already Yuzon getting himself some nice solo gold from that Might Golem, stealing it away from the Lindis.
Yeah, the key thing there that Scud needs to do here, if he sees Kilrod activate Enraged Spear, he has extra attack speed, Scud can just back off and run away, and he can re-engage. Because Scud can outplay a Kilgroth, but he cannot face Kilgroth one-on-one when Kilgroth's abilities are up.
Well, you see already the pressure coming out from Indonesia toward the top side of the map. Want to try and shut down Yuzon early, perhaps. Try and slow him down on this Kilgroth, but not going to be able to find it. Y-Force also coming into the mid lane against Star, looking to just hold the wave, while Ahmed actually went all the way back to base because he got chunked out so low.
Yeah, exactly. And what Yuzon wants to do is he wants to win the side lane. He's losing the side lane pressure. He wants to then push side lane, cut the wave potentially, and then start taking all of the jungle farm on the opponent's side. But he is not able to do that because of the rotation pressure they're putting on him. So really nice job so far by Indonesia.
Benny coming around the corner. He's going to find himself an Alice. Caraway gets the stun down. Neil's getting the damage on through, and that's going to be first blood going on over to Chinese Taipei.
What good focus there. Neil stayed in there. He knew that one last auto attack was going to kill him.
Y-Force.
And wow, look at Y-Force barely surviving. He needs a home here because he's going to die under that tower.
We got wins in them, still threatening. He doesn't finish his recall back to the base. Still, the Abyssal Dragon going to be, and Y-Force actually just looks to run toward the second tier tower. Gets past Win. Ahmed now down underneath, but that leaves this Lindis all alone. The spear is going to connect, and that's going to be the second kill for Chinese Taipei.
What an awesome flying spear hitting there, landing, getting the kill there. And Benny was so irritating. He dragged and reset that blue buff, and then unfortunately, Winroar stayed around and tried to get that blue buff, and they knew that he wanted it, and they just rotated there and killed him. And that's something that Benny, again, playing so well, wasting his opponent's time. And look at that. Lands a flying spear, misses the pull, but she is stunned long enough for that kill.
Yeah, that's a Lindis early on. Doesn't have that much survivability, unfortunately. If you get hit by one of those max range flying spears, it's going to hurt. Star also bringing down some of the pain of his own with that Moonfall. Going to look to try and catch out Caraway on that Alice and force him back to base. Scud still going to come on over there in the hands of Hans, as Yuzon still having a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah, one thing we talked about the gold per minute for both teams. Chinese Taipei is hovering around that 650 to 680 mark as a team. Indonesia hovering around the 500. They're like about 100, 150 gold less per minute than the tier 1 teams. And this is why, look, they're behind in gold. 2K already at 3 minutes and 45 seconds. They have to keep farming, have to keep trading.
They want to go for this Abyssal Dragon. Ahmed already used his recall actually to get out of harm's way. Y-Force goes all the way back through the team. Abyssal Dragon getting down low. Star gets down the damage, but the Cyclone comes out from Ahmed. Able to trade back 1 kill. Hissy Fit also toward the side, but now the World Devourer gonna come on out. Caraway will pick up the kill onto Star. Neil lands the flying spear. Double kill coming out from the Slims, and that's the Lindis running for the hills. Triple kill for Neil. Benny misses the hook, but still 5-1 in the kills. Chinese Taipei 2,000 gold ahead.
Yeah, that was such a good play. Star activated his ultimate, then he gets killed, and in Flash, he had his Cyclone, but look at that flying spear. It lands perfectly, anticipating the movement there. Both these teams are playing so well. Ahmed, he had such a good Cyclone ultimate. I thought they had that fight until Chinese Taipei just basically were able to turn it around.
Well, Star was able to get in there with the Moonfall.
Yeah, that was
a decent chunk of damage before he was taken out by Caraway, so that was a big part of it. And Caraway, speaking of, he gets caught out by Benny, and the Moonfall also coming on down. Star will pick up the kill.
Oh no, Caraway, you can't do that. You can't be checking that bush. push. You don't need the river control in that area, so don't be going in the area. And that's something that nice play by Benny there, and that's something that Carrie's got to be careful. Can't get caught out.
Hey, Benny's coming up here toward the top lane. A nice juke coming out from Hans as he's able to dash away. Star also made his way up, trying to land some poke. You can see Chinese Taipei looking to try and punish the top side of the map after already taking the bot lane tower.
Yeah. I mean, look at that. Constantly farming. Look how efficient it is. Neo is just constantly feeding, farming. I mean, sorry, farming.
Say, I don't think he's feeding. He hasn't given any gold.
No.
Speaking of giving gold over, though, Ahmed tries to get in there with the Cyclone. Is forced to get down to about half his health before he can retreat.
But that was really good. He cleared the wave, and he basically waited for the... he timed the Cyclone so that he did not fall into the World's Devour ultimate from Benny there. He escaped all of that. So actually really smart play by Ahmed there. Saves that tower, gets rid of that wave. It's going to live to see another day.
No, though, up toward the top lane. Benny, he's looking for a hook. Alice was able to lay down the Hissy Fit to try and clear out the minion wave. In mid lane, Star has to deal with Ahmed. Still the push is here. Y-Force also over toward the side. Wants to try and get the knock-up. Actually, Star was underneath the tower.
Wow.
And will get punished by Y-Force. A rare mistake from Star. Benny brings in the World Devourer. Neil gets down the stun. Caraway now has to be careful as he's forced to back off, back and forth, but Star makes a mistake and gets punished for it.
Yeah, definitely got punished for it, and really good so far by Indonesia. They're fighting back, they're getting kills now. This is exactly what we want to see from them.
Wynn's coming from behind here. He wants to try and add in onto this play as Hans gets caught out toward the side. Caraway also there for the support. This is a Malik that's pretty tanky himself, but that Lindis can do so much damage.
Got
the
canceled.
ultimate gets interrupted. And they pick up another kill.
Caraway, what a nice Hissy Fit. They're canceling the shock ultimate so you can let your teammates finish off that kill. That's 6-3. This is the Indonesia we want to see. They're fighting back, making sure they get the kill. And look at that. He ultimates and the silence comes out and just cancels it. Really nice job by Caraway.
Yeah, Wins can't get out of harm's way. But still, for Chinese Taipei, they do sit at about a 4,000 gold lead as they now take down the third tower of the game. All the outer turrets taken away from Indonesia. That really frees up this map for Chinese Taipei if they want to go for this Abyssal Dragon or, you know, in a couple minutes, possibly the Dark Slayer. Benny brings back Ahmed. Unfortunately, you know, he doesn't have that much damage.
It was a game of jukes back and forth, but Benny won that and definitely anticipated his movement there. But one big thing I want to point out is the wave control. They cannot let these waves keep crashing in because Neil is just hitting the tower like it's a pancake and taking it so fast. They cannot let Slims push the lane like this. They have to counter and control the wave so that they don't allow Chinese Taipei to keep getting these objectives.
Oh, Ahmed, he gets hit by the flying spear, and that's going to be enough to help Benny secure the kill. Minions in bot lane starting to force up. There's two members of Indonesia right now trying to push top side. This opens up the game here for Chinese Taipei on the bot half.
Yeah, they lost the tower, lost the kill. It was a better trade, but look at that. Wow, Chognar uses abilities and basically blocked all that TC and was not pulled.
Y-Force, though, still taking a decent chunk of damage. We're on the Lindis.
There we go.
To zone off away. Can see Wins is just trying to get underneath the tower as that is going to fall once again. Neil is just demolishing these left and right. Wura gets taken down low.
No,
Hans tries to get in onto the backside, but he will just get taken out himself. Chinese Taipei, now the 6th tower in their name.
Hans, don't be a martyr. Don't go in there if your entire team is running away and so low. Don't try to fight. That is so risky.
Comes out, it gets all 4 members of Chinese Taipei, Ahmed onto the backside, but there just isn't enough damage. They're so far behind. This is what happens when you sit 8,000 gold behind at 9 minutes.
Yeah, you just don't have the damage. Look at Neil. He's just constantly taking the tower left and right. I mean, they just are so good at wave control and pushing that wave to tower and securing the tower every single time. Look, the next wave is coming. The top wave is pushing in. This is exactly what Chinese Taipei wants here because Kyogot's going to take a tower too if they don't stop him.
Yeah, Neil just whacking away at the tower. They already got super minions now forming in the mid lane, and this is now going to start ticking down the timer onto Indonesia's demise because Chinese Taipei can now look to control the top side of the map, go around this Dark Slayer, try and bait in Indonesia for a fight, or just take the Dark Slayer itself.
Yeah, Indonesia can't really contest. They're 10k gold behind almost, and this is really tough. And wow, nice Chognar there. Blocks the flying spear, but he's getting too low.
Oh my goodness, though! The World Devourer is just going to eat Indonesia for breakfast because, my lord, that was disgusting by Benny.
Yeah, that World Devourer just changed the landscape of that fight immediately. Hans was not there. Chognar, he went in, took out so much damage, but his team was not with there. He blocked all of the CC, but it just wasn't enough.
Oh, Hans, he's trying his darnest, but unfortunately, Star will send him to oblivion. And with that, Chinese Taipei are going to go ahead and take the series 2-0.
Man, Benny, what a play there with that World Devourer. I was so impressed. That was insane. That's why you don't want to bunch up, even though Y-Force went in, he took so much damage, and he started running away, and his team's like, oh no, we got to go in there and save him. And then the Grak with Benny's just like, get in my belly, lands that huge ultimate, and they are done.
You're enjoying that. You're enjoying that reference for the Grak.
I love a good Grak ultimate. It's hilarious. They just get CC and are constantly getting stunned.
You see
it's great.
There, Chinese Taipei feeling good so far. They now move on into the knockout stage as the first seed out of Group B. Vietnam will join them tomorrow. And we'll see who they get paired up with later on today's show. But you see, Indonesia, still grateful. Lots of sportsmanship there. Going ahead, shaking hands, coming on over to Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, but they did make it this far. They have a lot to learn and go back. But congratulations, though. I mean, think about it. They are representing their region in this World Cup.
Benny.
And Benny, this guy, 12 assists.
100% kill participation.
Yeah.
He only missed out on 1 kill the entire series.
Yeah, and he played really irritating, too. He was like basically taking the blue buff, pulling it out, and basically wasting Winraw's time, allowing them to then rotate in there, kill her, and then take the jungle as well. Really, really solid plays by Benny.
Yeah, Benny's going to be pretty happy. So is the rest of Chinese Taipei as they move on out. Indonesia, you know, Ahmed, it was kind of cool to at least see his flash come out here during the group stage. You know, he's been playing a lot of Liliana, and he made some good plays, had a good Cyclone or two, but, you know, they're at least smiling, they're at least waving during the course of this series. But Chinese Taipei, we're going to take them down.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, look at Neo. One more hit. Jumps back in the time. Ahmed is not able to get enough damage on him. They constantly win these trades. A 4-man rotate, 3-man rotate, invade. They're always at 3-4-man rotation. They're getting all these kills under tower, in jungle, denying jungle, and all of a sudden you're behind almost 10k gold lead at 10 minutes. And look at the flying spears. He landed so many clutch flying spears that made all the fights.
Oh, and it was this from Benny, the disgusting flicker ultimate coming out on the Grak.
Yeah, that was insane. Alice was not even able to really utilize her hissy fit, and that's the win condition for Alice there. And that was GG in that one decisive play.
Chinese Taipei go on 2-0. They're going to be feeling pretty excited about their chances after putting on a strong display during the group stage. And take a quick look at our post-game breakdown. 10 minutes and 16 seconds. That was a quick one from Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, but just look at Chinese Taipei. Almost every minute, pretty much, they were taking a tower. I mean, that's just how fast they're rotating. All the waves were pushing constant pressure in all 3 waves. Yuzhan putting top pressure, and then the rest of the team 4-1 rotation, putting bottom pressure, taking Abyssal Dragon, denying jungle, taking mid tower, rinse and repeat. And Indonesia just did not have an answer to that.
Well, Chinese Taipei are going to move on into our knockout stage. Let's take a quick talk with one of the players from the victorious team.
Thanks very much, guys. Yeah, I'm here with Star from Chinese Taipei, our new quarterfinalist and top of Group B. That's confirmed now that Chinese Taipei will go through as the #1 team out of Group B, and then Vietnam will be going out of the group as well. And we're going to say goodbye to Indonesia after that. Star, pretty easy win for you guys. 10 minutes alone on the second map. He must be very pleased that was quite a simple win.
你有没有觉得你们刚刚赢了印尼是很轻松的一个比赛？有没有什么样的感想？
我觉得我们刚刚赢印尼是还蛮轻松的，对。但是我们对接下来的比赛才是正要开始。
He thinks it was actually an relatively easy win, and that he thinks that the main challenge for them is the matches upcoming. Yeah.
I think that's fair enough. Here in this group stage, we expect a few upsets, but we also know that, you know, with the seeding in the groups, some of the teams have got an easier run than others. So we haven't seen the best of Chinese Taipei yet then. Can you ask him how far he really thinks they can go as a team through this whole tournament?
你觉得你们可以得到什么样的名次？
一定是第一名，一定是世界冠军。
They're aiming for the world championship.
Yeah, Star. So you should be. Who do you think is your biggest opposition of the teams who are left?
你觉得对你们来说最强劲的对手会是谁
我觉得还是韩国队 OP。
？He thinks it's the Korean team.
The Korean team. Why? Ask him why for me.
因为我们对双方的打法都比较熟悉，对。
Because the two teams are familiar with each other, so he thinks it's going to be difficult for them to handle the Korean team.
All right. Well, that is an exciting matchup. Who knows? We might get that in the semi-final stages or even under grand final. Congratulations, Star and Chinese Taipei, who are through at the top of Group B, as I mentioned. So we will be having our draw later on at the end of today.